Hello everyone, today we will study another verb tense, right, a different one, to start can and could, right, which can express many things. It can express abilities, possibilities, right? It's very used and you have to study it as well, right? So let's get started. Let's get started. Right, this was from the last lesson, so you don't have to lesson, right? We were studying together. Well, as I mentioned, the verb is can. Can is a verb which is used in many situations, right? It can express possibility. It can express permission, right? When you are allowed to do something, it can express ability to do something. Basically, these three contexts, okay? Possibility. I can help you. It's possible, I can help you. And it's also an ability to do something, right? I can see better with glasses. It's a possibility, right? You can borrow. You can borrow my calculator if you want. If you want to, right? So you can borrow my calculator. It's permission, right? I'm allowing you to borrow my calculator if you want to. You can ability to do something. She can swim very fast. She can swim, she can ride a bike, okay? So the basic idea is this. The verb can doesn't require an auxiliary verb, okay? It's like the verb to be. Remember, the verb to be, we make questions using the own verb to be. For example, is she home? Is she home? Can you fly? I can't fly, right? I can't fly. I'm unable to fly. I don't have the ability to fly. We don't have wings, right? So you make questions using the main verb. It doesn't require auxiliary verb. This is important. When you answer, or you can answer yes, I can, or no, I can't, or I cannot, right? It's possible to write both possibilities. I'm afraid I can't help you, sir, right? I hate this when you go to a store, you ask you need some information and the clerk doesn't know anything. Oh, I'm sorry, sir, but I'm afraid I can't help you. Right? But this happened, right? Another verb which has the same meaning of the verb can is the verb able to, right? The verb able to is possible, but can is more common in spoken language, right? Able to is not that common, but it's possible. Let me see. I haven't been able to understand that lesson so far. This lesson was so difficult to the last lesson that I haven't been able to understand it. Pay attention. Which verb tense is this? This is the present perfect. Why do I know this? Because you have the verb have, you have the verb been, right? Which is the past participle of the verb to be. Be, was, were, the past participle, been, right? Okay. Able to. Okay, the verb is able to, to be able to. I haven't been able to. See why it's important to understand other verb tenses. Because you can join two verb tenses together. You can join two verbs together. We studied the present perfect some lessons ago, right? And being able to is a new one that you didn't know. But with the verb can, it's not possible to join the verbs like this. Able to it's possible because it's like the verb is like to be able to, right? So you can use the verb to be in other verb tenses more easily than the verb can. You can express the verb can in the past. Yes, it's possible to use the verb can in the past. It's could, right? But you can't use the verb can in the future, right? In the present perfect, it's not possible. So it's very simple, this context. If I say, I haven't been able to understand that lesson. If I want to use the same idea using the verb can, you have to use the verb in the present. I can't understand that lesson. Okay, I can't understand that. It's as simple as that. There is no flexibility to change the verb can into the present perfect or the future, okay? But the verb able to is very easily morphed, you could say that, in other verb tenses. For example, she might be able to come tomorrow. Remember, might, it's when we have a small possibility, a slight possibility of something to happen. With the verb can, it's not possible to express this idea. You can only say she can come tomorrow. She can come tomorrow. It's not possible to express this idea exactly because might, may, they express possibilities, right? And it's not the purpose here. As we have the verb be following the verb able to, it's possible to put may, might, right? Will. It's possible to morph the verb into the present perfect. So we have more flexibility with able to. But with the verb can, we don't have that flexibility. Okay. Another thing that we have to say, for example, you must be able to speak fluently to apply for the job. Of course, you can apply for this job if you don't have the ability to speak fluently. Must, it's when you express something that has to be done, right? It's a requirement. You could say that must. The synonym is have to. It's something you have to do, right? You have to be able, you must be able to speak fluently. Can here, it's not possible because it doesn't express this idea of obligation, right? Obligation. It's mandatory. You must do this in order to get a job. It's mandatory. Okay. All right. As I mentioned before, could is the past tense of the verb can, right? Could. Could has many possibilities, right? When I want to express an ability or somebody had the ability to do something in the past, for example, my late grandpa could speak Italian, right? I had a grandpa in the past, he died, and he could speak Italian. So it's an ability that he had while he was still alive. It's an ability in the past. It's like I say, for example, I can speak both Portuguese and English. Right? Many people can speak more than 2 languages. If I had to learn another language, I'd like to learn Italian. I have even bought grammar and all the stuff to learn alone, to learn by myself, but I was a little lazy, and don't do that, okay? Don't be lazy. If you take something to study, simply do it, right? As you are studying here right now with me. So this is an ability in the past. A general ability in the past. Somebody that had this ability in the past. When I was a child, I couldn't leave my city alone. Right? My mother wouldn't let me travel alone. I couldn't travel alone. So I wasn't given permission to travel alone, okay? This is about permission. I didn't have permission. It's like the verb can, okay? If you say, Mom, can I go to the party? Yes, you can go. It's permission. She's giving me a permission to do something, but in the present. If I want to talk about something in the past, I use could, right? And then after the party, your friend asks you, why, Thales, you weren't in the party, what happened? And you say, I couldn't go to the party, my mother didn't allow me, right? She didn't allow me to go to the party. Allow, remember that? So I couldn't leave my city. It means that I wasn't allowed to travel alone. I wasn't allowed, right? Allow, permission, okay? I wasn't permitted, I wasn't allowed to travel alone, okay? Okay, so we have studied some situations here with could, with can, and able to. Have seen some of the differences. The next lesson we will continue studying these verb tenses, okay? Bye bye.